How are you doing? Yesterday I was watching a video by Danielle Christie about this woman who has made me really think about the similarities between her and Gypsy Rose Blanchard, but of course, obviously, they don't really look the same because, as you can see, Gypsy Rose has kind of more of the looks than she does. She has better teeth, and of course makes her more appealing to the public to listen to, because I bet you haven't heard any interview done with this woman, have you? No, but this is the woman from the Brooks family. Let me tell you a little something about them. If you want to watch the full video, it's 1 hour 28 minutes done by Danielle Christie. Is very good, and you will see the entire picture, but I will tell you briefly what is going on. This woman has been abused from a very young age. And of course, just like Gypsy Rose Blanchard was abused from a very young age. But was it as severe as her? Well, let us find out. So again, this is kind of the injustice and failure of the justice system to correctly execute the right punishment for the person. Leave a comment in the meantime, tell me what you think. So this woman, who was been through very severe abuse since she was a child. She was being sexually abused since she was a baby. There is a documentary made about her called Goodnight, Sugar Babe, if you want to go in depth about this. But then, because that is what she is used to, when reached adulthood, she wanted to do the abuse that was done to her. So what she wanted is to get lots of babies. But every time that she was pregnant with boys, she ended up not liking them and not taking good care of them at all. I mean, it is so bad. She would kick them around, neglect them, not take care of them at all. Because why? She was waiting for her baby girl. To do what? To do the abuse that was done to her. So what happened? After a few of those instances of her getting pregnant 5 times and all of these kids getting taken away from her, because people did report what was going on in the house, she finally got her baby girl being sexually abused by this woman. Also, this baby got taken away from her. In the meantime, she got a few sons, who she surprisingly came to love. So her wonderful idea to get this baby girl, his girlfriend, pregnant. But of course he did not have a girlfriend at the time because he was only 13 years old. So she thought, you know what, it is a very good idea to introduce her to a girl that is only 19 years old. Of course, this girl was not in her right mind also, because she has been through sexual abuse and is experiencing a lot of disabilities herself, makes her, well, to behave basically at the age of, well, about 10, 12 years old. And where is the similarity between her and Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Why is this reminding me? I will tell you, just keep on listening. So then, after a while of trying to get pregnant, they reached the point that this girl was pregnant. And she was pregnant with a baby girl. That's exactly what she wanted. So in her mind, she was completely useless. And mind you, this woman is a very nasty individual. She does not treat people well. And everyone in the neighborhood knows that you should not mess with them, because she is so nasty and evil, right? Of course, sweet baby Gypsy is not mean at all. She only has the capacity to be a murderer. So, since she has become completely useless, this girlfriend, she was being abused and tortured by family members. That's what she did. And now comes the similarity with Gypsy Rose, is that she has the tendency to manipulate people into doing exactly what she wants. So she manipulated them to abuse her and in the end to murder her. But do you think that this woman has been in the news with an interview about her bad childhood and what she has been through? Because you know how many criminals have been through these types of abuses. She does not have a reality show. You know why? Because she doesn't have the looks. Nobody thinks that she is a person that should be on the news or on a TV show, because people are judgmental. Well, you know what? Before we continue, let's listen to what she has to say about what happened.
Which really, really infuriates me, because it's like, how the hell does a police officer recognize Vera? Oh, is it because you were one of the police officers that went over there and did absolutely nothing? But anyway, police officers went over to the household. They informed Sherry that Vera had died. And Sherry, she tried to put on the waterworks. She tried to act like she was devastated.
Shannon told me that they took Vera up to the tracks and that they degutted her like a fish and that they left her up there to die. And Shannon said, don't worry about it because she deserved it.
It's an amazing feeling when your whole world shifts.
Pretending that she needs a moment to get a grip on herself in 1, 2, 3, we can see a laugh. And then we start to get emotional again. Fake ones, mind you.
Here I am getting emotional. I'm sorry.
Do you see the similarities? They could be sisters. It is the same fake emotion, the same fake crying and putting up a scene, right? These people know exactly how to manipulate and get people to do stuff for them. How can you not raise one finger but manipulate a group of people? Because it was 2 people who eventually committed this crime for her, right? She manipulated them and they believed her. They thought, well, yeah, that's exactly what we are supposed to be doing. And how do you manipulate a guy, a man? Okay, disabled, not really that intelligent, with an IQ of almost close to retardation. And again, this is not a cuss word or anything. Alright, this is just the way it is called. And yeah, that's what happened. That's what they both did. But of course, she will not be on the news. Nobody will be asking her questions about, oh, what about your sad childhood? And what did your father do to you? How did you come to this point where you just manipulate people into killing? What sentence do you think this woman got? Yeah, it was just a few months for obstruction of justice or some silly thing like that. She even got 7 years, but this woman got a few months. What the hell is going on? Isn't this complete failure of justice? So please remember this when you are thinking about Gypsy Rose and supporting her. She is not very different from this woman. And of course, this woman, because of how she looks and how she behaves, being a very nasty individual, up front, she does not play pretend, you know. We have the tendency to protect the innocent and the sweet, right? Because they remind us of kids. But of course, Gypsy Rose Blanchard is far from it, because she has committed the most heinous crime against her own mother. That is, of course, a great way to support the channel. Just leave a like and a sub.